Here it is, the last lap in the season-long race for the trophy. Millions of viewers from around the world are tuning in for the biggest final in club football, the Champions League final. A warm welcome from me, Derek Ray, joined here in the commentary box as always by the former Arsenal and England defender Lee Dixon. And with the atmosphere building to fever pitch, we're just minutes away from kick-off time. It's Barcelona up against Manchester United.
Good evening, what a pleasure it is to be here with you, Derek, sitting over this magnificent stadium with arguably the best two teams, well obviously the best two teams in this competition this year because they're in the final. And what a final we've got. The pitch looks fantastic, the crowd are expectant, there's the trophy just sitting there and the players in the tunnel just about to do what they do best, go out and play and entertain us.
Teamwork might be the key. Oh, goodness, he was right on top of the situation to get the ball back for his team. Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows and become a match winner, but this man might be a decent shout. Lee, what are you expecting from him?
Well, we say to each other in the back four, don't give him a yard because he will score. Don't give this lad half a yard. He's such a great finisher.
Here is Fred. Nemanja Matic has it. Manchester United getting players forward and moving the ball around. Space and time for the cross. Well, the counter chance looks very real. It might be on for them. Surely, a goal for Barcelona. The Blaugrana out in front in the Champions League final.
So how important will that be for Barcelona to get their noses in front? That remains to be seen.
So the game has restarted and it's Barcelona in front. Messi. Sergio Busquets. Good ball movement and a decent position here for Barcelona. Nelson Semedo. And Messi! And it's gone in!
Well, here's the replay, here's the value of crosses, and when they come in like this, almost teed up on a plate, he swings his boot at it, catches it, absolutely perfect. What a finish.
Shaw. James. And that was a very fine read. Messi. Nelson Semedo has it. Lionel Messi. Well, pass after pass, maybe they can chisel an opportunity. He cuts it back. Well, the post getting in the way there. And a throw-in it's going to be. And when you consider the level of talent within the Barcelona squad, Lee, it's no surprise that they're back in a Champions League final.
Well, it's just their normal. They just expect to be in finals, to win games and pick trophies up.
Busquets. Nelson Semedo. Messi. He has time to play it over. And it might be. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Nemanja Matic has it. James. Running room galore for United. Possession changes hands, the interception there. Strongly in, Piqué.
Well, as we can see, Barcelona enjoying the lion's share of possession, and what that does, it just relaxes the team. If you've got the ball, you enjoy the ball, and they're turning it into goals as well.
Can he take the chance? Well, it's a procession of goals, and surely there's no way they can let this slip now. Absolutely dominant.
Well, sometimes being at the right place at the right time gets you a goal. On this occasion, it's a simple goal from his point of view.
Let's have another view of that goal. Well, sadly, we have to conclude that this hasn't really been a contest, but all credit to any side committed to scoring goals like this. James. And options in the centre. It's opening up for them. Terrific block from Jordi Alba. He's driven in the corner. A deft clearance. Greenwood. Crossing possibilities. Jordi Alba quite happy to put his body on the line after the cross. Well, there's a good reason why we're highlighting him. He's really dominating in attack in this game, Lee.
Well, he's got so much swagger, hasn't he? Why not as well? He's got so much game. Superb finishing. Right place at the right time. He hasn't given the goalkeeper time to breathe.
Lindelöf. Here is Fred. Fred, can they convert? An attempt like that, never likely to trouble the keeper.
No, he's got his positioning right, but it was a poor shot in the end.
Neymar, breaking at pace. Neymar. Teammate in support. Was an important piece of defending. Easy meat for the goalkeeper. Really fine initial touch. Bruno Fernandes. Crisp tackling. And Neymar. Well, it was pretty straightforward for the goalkeeper. Rakitic on the ball. The electronic board has been held aloft. 2 additional minutes here. Here's Luke Shaw. Bodies forward and the break looks on. James. Crossing possibilities. Significant block from PK. Played into the centre of the box. The corner kicks keep on coming. And he's fired over the corner. Gets his glove on it. And that is that for the first half in... ...45 minutes separating these two sides from glory. The second half of the Champions League final begins. Will he play it in? Now can they make something happen? He takes aim. And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. Nelson Semedo has it. Piqué. Messi. Well, when you sit off like this, you invite pressure. Looks promising, this. Making sure nothing untoward happened. Short corner favoured. He cuts it back. Wonderful block. And the counter looks on here. Options available. He might be able to profit from the wide position. Well, it petered out. Barcelona have given us away. Now Jordi Alba. This is Neymar. It's opening up for them. It's a weighted pass. Well, it's a procession of goals. And surely there's no way they can let this slip now. Absolutely dominant.
Well, here it is. How do you like them? In an open goal, please. No goalkeeper, no defenders. Where were they all?
Well, it's been such a one-sided game. You just wonder how many more they could add. Well, great read there to intercept. Messi. Nelson Semedo. It is a decent-looking attack here. Punched away. And United will switch things around personnel-wise. And firing it into the area. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. Ivan Rakitic. Now Jordi Alba. And attempting the through ball. Jordi Alba might still be able to do a bit of damage. And he did what he had to do defensively.
Well, just look at the stats. There it is in front of your eye. Chance after chance, goal after goal. A brilliant performance from everybody.
Bruno Fernandes. Well, he stopped them just when they looked menacing. Advantage Barcelona. Ivan Rakitic. Rakitic electing to play it forward. This looks promising. It could be up for grabs. Anthony Martial. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. And in with a real chance. He's foiled them on his own. And firing it in. And it's gone in! Once upon a time, the officials would have to make a best guess. But now, technology, Lee, clears it up for everyone.
Well, absolutely. I need to get one of those referees' watches so I can see it's over the line. But we can see there, clearly over the line. Good decision from the referee.
Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. Now Busquets. Barcelona moving the ball swiftly and finding themselves in a promising position. Not all that hard to deal with crosses like that. Nelson Semedo. Rakitic. He's just a natural reader of the game, Fred. Martial in full control of the ball here. Teamwork might be the key. Top-notch tackle. Really good block. That's very effective. Good high pressing. Shaw has a go. And it's 2 for him today. A masterful performance. The defenders unable to stop him. So the current scoreline 4-2. Not a good pass. Now Jordi Alba. Sergio Busquets. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. Here is Fred. Martial. Bodies forward and the break looks on. All hands on deck. Martial in the middle. And they'll regard that as a very disappointing end to the move. Well, let's make no bones about it. This is a thorough thrashing, Lee.
Well, the United players look frustrated now. They've been poor tonight. Let their standards drop. Inexcusable, really. Back to the drawing board, I'm afraid. No way back from here for me.
Now, this might pay dividends. The delivery. Well, the keeper had to be watchful, getting his fingertips to it. And United will switch things around personnel-wise. And firing it into the area. Relatively straightforward to mop up defensively. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Well, that's one for them to pursue. A bit of running room now on the wing. Can he finish this? Not finished yet. Not quite yet. Still excitement left in the game. Neither side shy about shooting in this match. Rakitic. Nelson Semedo. We've had the official word. Oh, a lovely ball. And he was in the right place to intercept. It's with McTominay. Really good reading of the game to win possession back. And the final whistle, the cup issue is settled. This is where every top-level footballer wants to be after a long season. The Champions League final, only two teams left in the battle for Europe's Premier Club competition. My name's Derek Ray, and I'm joined for commentary on this final tonight by Lee Dixon. It's Barcelona up against Manchester United.
Well, we started with 32 teams, Derek. Seems like an eternity ago. Now we're down to the best two. I've not played in the Champions League final. I surely wish I was playing tonight. Turn the clock back and let me run out there, please.
Less than tidy on the ball, Martial. Lionel Messi. Busquets. And cleared away. And now the delivery. A deft clearance. And make no mistake, for a club the size of Barcelona, winning the Champions League is always one of the priorities.
Absolutely. My favourite European team of all time. I just love watching them play. The style of football, the expectancy to win games is just insatiable.
Effective challenge. Piqué. Now Busquets. Nelson Semedo. Rakitic. Well, they're moving the ball neatly enough. Just looking for that decisive pass. Shot attempted. He's gone for power, Lee, but it's wide.
Well, no real direction, but the power was there. And you're right, it's just gone past the post.
Fred with it. Nemanja Matic has it. Bruno Fernandes. He has plenty of support. A bit sloppy in possession. Nelson Semedo. Messi. It's a weighted pass. Well, the keeper is happy. The bar was there.
Well, it was so close there, Derek, to taking the lead. Just can't believe that the woodwork saved the goalkeeper on that occasion.
Now he must favour the cross. And the cross smuggled away. Bruno Fernandes. And the cross not quite imaginative enough. Nelson Semedo. Messi. Well, when you sit off like this, you invite pressure. Whatever it takes to keep them out. James. Matic. Shaw. On to Bruno Fernandes. And doing the thwarting, Samuel Umtiti. Rakitic. showing fine vision. Will he find the net? And a goal it is, the opener in this game.
Well, keep it tight, that's what both managers would have been saying. But now the opening goal's gone in. Tactics have got to change. Well, here's the replay. You've got to ask questions about the back line and the goalkeeper. They're simply not there.
Underway again with Barcelona in the lead. Teammates in the middle. Splendid defending, and it needed to be. Neymar. An attack full of promise. And here's Semedo. Well, he dealt with that ball played in rather well. What a corner kick it is. Let's see if they can put this to good use as they try to add to their advantage. Well, as a defender, that will sit you down to the ground. Nelson Semedo. Nelson Semedo. It has to be. Routine stop for De Gea to make. Rakitic. Now Busquets. And Lionel Messi giving it away. Not really like him. Good vision. Can he get onto this? Well, they've jumped in front, Lee. That's the most important thing. Your assessment so far?
Well, it's been a decent half for Barcelona. The coach still has some work to do at half-time, though. Ball retention has to improve a little bit if they're going to dominate in the second half. Possession could be key.
Decent progress with the ball at his feet. Rakitic on the ball. Now Busquets. Happy just to retain the ball in their own half and draw out the opposition. Wan-Bissaka. Well, the fans enjoyed that pass. So a throw in here. Well, that's a moment he would like to airbrush from history. He's thrown it straight to the opposition. A chance to whip it in. Not really the ideal clearance. They don't normally need a second invitation to give it a go on the counter. Must score! And it's in! A goal for Barcelona! They are the team in charge.
Well, what a time to score. The forwards are in absolute dreamland. The defenders slugging their way back to the half-time team talk. They're not going to enjoy this.
And a second goal for them here. The electronic board has been held aloft. 2 additional minutes here. Martial, useful looking attack this. The cross is on. Simple save for the keeper.
Well, he had to pick the flight of the ball up, that was all. Got behind it. Good save.
Half-time in the Champions League final. "45 minutes separating these two sides from glory. The second half of the Champions League final begins. Matic. And opportunity it is. Keeper didn't quite do enough.
Well, as we can see, Barcelona enjoying the lion's share of possession, really starting to dictate the tempo of this game now. And they're creating chances as well. I'm not sure their opponents seem to have the answer, to be honest. They can't seem to get a foothold in this game.
Well, they must exercise caution standing off as they are. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. Surely! Terrific block there. Greenwood. Bruno Fernandes has it. Dangerous looking attack. Read it superbly to take back possession. Couldn't hang on to it. Martial. And he's made headway. Well, he's missed it, and you have to be opportunistically when you're chasing a game.
2 goals down, you've got to take chances like that, Derek.
Titi. Messi. Messi. And spot on with the challenge, Matic. Greenwood. Oh, nice ball. And possession lost, intercepted. Titi. And 30 minutes left for play in this match. Nelson Semedo has it. Messi. Here's Busquets. Tremendous block. Anthony Martial. James. Oh, he's given the ball away unnecessarily. And they got into that crossing position, but dealt with defensively. This looks promising. Intelligent threaded pass here. Messi. Well, a sloppy clearance. What can the opposite? Well, he didn't catch it the way he intended on the volley.
No, on volleys, you've got to keep your eye on the ball, and he just wavered a little bit. Not one he'd be looking back on very fondly.
And United will switch things around personnel-wise. Now Busquets. This is Neymar. Well, it's goal after goal after goal. Just no end to this. A brilliant display.
Well, here we can see, Derek, from this better angle, it's all about the technique. When you're volleying a ball, it's all about timing. Let it get to the right place for your foot to make the connection, and there you go. In the back of the net.
Manchester United getting higher and higher up the pitch. What can they produce from this position? Keeper's contribution, but what next? Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. Messi. Crossing possibilities. And it might be. The goals keep going in for them. I don't think they're going to throw this away now. Absolutely omnipotent. And we're underway again. This game very much over as a contest. It might be a favourable situation, this, for Manchester United. Good use of the ball, but can they trouble the defence? Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Nelson Semedo. Nelson Semedo. Well, the clearance half-hearted. Thundered clear. Now Busquets. Can they switch to an even higher gear? Bruno Fernandes has it. 10 minutes left for play in this match. Not giving their opponents a moment's peace. Jordi Alba. Magnificent defending. Possession ceded by United. Lionel Messi in the middle. Cleared away. He's going forward well here. Will he play it in? Giving it a try. And the German goalkeeper with a top-notch save.
How far has he stretched for that?
And he's fired over the corner. Lindelöf. Wan-Bissaka. Fred with it. It's with McTominay. Delivered into the area here. Can they slot it home?
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
Messi. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Couldn't keep it. And the final whistle. The cup issue is settled. A story of one side celebrating and the other distraught. And Lee, memories are being made.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter how much money you've got in the bank. Players will always look back at moments like these. These moments where you pick trophies up and win medals. Absolutely brilliant for this group of players.
Yeah, you can see what it means to this tight-knit team. Real solidarity. And as a player, Lee, as a Barcelona player in this case, this is what you want to experience.
Well, it is. You have expectations at the start of the season, all those long, hard training sessions in pre-season. You kind of need a goal to get through that pain. And focusing on winning trophies for Barcelona will be that carrot that they need.
It's Barcelona's Champions League. And they've got to savour this. It's not every night this comes along.
Well, it probably will be here next year, you never know, the way they play, but fully deserved, and they'll have celebrations right throughout the night with their families and friends.
The cup with the big ears, as it's affectionately known.
And this is the moment, Derek, sharing it with the supporters. You get a chance to take it a little bit closer to those stands. Let them enjoy the experience with you. And the families are up there in the stands as well. A brilliant occasion.
It took fire as well as ice on the pitch. Necessary qualities.
Well, all that hard work along the way in this tournament all comes together at the end when you pick the trophy up. Just look at them celebrating. A brilliant moment.
Hard work indeed, Lee. The trophy now in their possession. And showing fine vision. Will he find the net? And a goal it is, the opener in this game.
Well, keep it tight. That's what both managers would have been saying. But now...
They don't normally need a second invitation to give it a go on the counter. Must score! It is something very special indeed to make it to a UEFA Champions League final. Now these two teams intent upon tasting glory. Welcome to the showpiece event on the European club calendar. Derek Ray here on the commentary position. joined tonight for live coverage by the former Arsenal and England fullback, Lee Dixon. It's Barcelona up against Manchester and treading it forward. Oh, surely. Well, they've solved the problem for now, but let's see. Nelson Semedo. And space for the cross. Well, this is what we think for Barcelona. Marc-Andre ter Stegen starts in goal. Piqué starts alongside Samuel Umtiti in the middle of the defence. Ivan Rakitic plays with Sergio Busquets in central midfield. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. Passing it around with aplomb. Oh, a lovely ball. Well, the cross needed to be better than that one. Well, Manchester United have chosen this particular shape. Victor Lindelöf plays alongside Harry Maguire in central defence. Fred starts alongside Nemanja Matic in the centre of midfield. And Anthony Martial is the main striker today. Given away by Manchester United. Good reading of the game to win possession back. Barcelona in Champions League finals so often have that winning. Martial distributing shrewdly. Martial! Well, he didn't have it quite on the target, Lee.
Oh, it was a great opportunity. Sometimes you've got a choice, power or placement. He should have put his laces through it.
Nelson Semedo has it. Lionel Messi. Delightful pass. And he takes on the shot. A goal for Barcelona. The Blaugrana out in front in the Champions League final.
So how important will that be for Barcelona to get